その右の屋根から隣の屋根に飛び移って駆け抜けてその緑色の壁があるでしょ、緑と青っぽい、そのところに飛びついて配管をよじ登ってですね、屋根の上を走ってさらに向こうのビルに行くっていうのをアニメーションでやったら面白いでしょ。
For over 3 decades, the films of Hayao Miyazaki have been celebrated across the world as some of the finest animation ever produced. With such a broad variety of compelling films, Miyazaki has introduced many endearing characters through which audiences can explore fantasies of breathtaking vision. He certainly is not alone in that regard, as the history of animated film is filled with such cherished classics. However, one aspect that makes him stand out are the cautionary themes which he persistently explores within his films. Through stories of characters driven by pure human spirit, Miyazaki advocates against the folly of war, caution towards technological advancement, and the importance of harmonizing with nature. With these themes, some of Miyazaki's films fit in a genre that can be described as dystopic romanticism, with dystopia understood as the struggle to survive amidst the corrosion or absence of civil society, and romanticism, not to be misunderstood as simply the pursuit of passionate love, but the desire to harmonize with the natural and intuitive amidst the noise of social constructs and industrial advancement. These qualities were definitive of the Romantic era during the 19th and early 20th centuries, and over the past century, Romanticism has fallen to the wayside amongst the genres as civilization embraced industry and science.
深海地だらけです。ここも日本も深海地だらけ、スペインも深海地だらけ、モロッコも深海地だらけ。地球は持つんですかね。
But the romantic hero still persists in modern fiction, characterized with youthful vigor, drawing strength from both antiquity and nature, and is in conflict with the corruption of both nature and the human spirit. The romantic hero faces incredible challenges when placed in a dystopic setting, where dangers are not just physical, but spiritual as well. Unlike other popular stories, where nature is narrowly saved from a domineering civilization, Miyazaki's stories sometimes take place in a post-apocalypse, with sobering imagery, portraying dead civilizations overtaken by nature. Here, nature moves at its own pace, with little regard to what humans do, overgrowing any monuments of humanity's former glory. Even the grandest achievements of civilization seem small, with humanity's absence being the result of self-destruction or the failure to adapt.
僕が生きている間に文明が終焉するのを見届けられたら素晴らしい体験になると思うんですが、残念なことにそうはいかないようなので、ついいろいろ想像してしまうだけです。
Amidst the backdrops of scarred landscapes, with pockets of primitive and feudal societies scattered throughout, factions of humans fight for reasons that are all too familiar. Miyazaki's antagonists wield technological advantage, often seeking to expand their political and militaristic influence through the exploitation of nature.
皆、よく見届けよ。神殺しがいかなるものか。怯えて遅れを取るな。
Lady Eboshi is willing to kill the forest god to maintain her political power. Kushana reawakens a colossal and weaponized life form called the God Warrior in a desperate attempt to fight off a stampede of giant territorial beasts. And Colonel Muska commandeers the ancient crystal-powered weapons of Laputa in his desire to take over the world. The climax of these stories are reached when the antagonist is on the verge of not just bringing the apocalypse, but tragically repeating it. Clearly, these are Miyazaki's observations of humanity's destructive capabilities, coupled with humanity's folly to repeat the catastrophic mistakes of the past.
国が滅びたのに、王だけ生きてるなんて滑稽だわ。あなたはここから出ることもできずに、私と死ぬの。ゴンドワの谷の歌にあるもの。土に根を下ろし、風と共に生きよう。種と共に冬を越え、鳥と共に春を歌おう。どんなに恐ろしい武器を持っても、たくさんのかわいそうなロボットを操っても、土から離れては生きられないのよ。
軍艦？
町や人を焼きに行くのさ。
敵？味方？
どちらでも同じことさ。ほら、あんなに爆弾をくっつけてる。
Miyazaki's heroes are humans who are driven by romantic sentiment and are in conflict with a domineering civilization. Shida decides to destroy the Castle Laputa after learning of his ancient and terrible weapons of mass destruction. Princess Nausicaa commits herself to scientific research, finding ways in helping humanity survive a poisonous and hostile post-apocalyptic Earth. And Ashitaka, cursed by a demon of rage, makes efforts to spread the word of his deadly condition, warning others of the toxic and consuming nature of hate.
あなたは山の神の森を奪いたたり神にしても飽き足らず、その石火矢でさらに新たな恨みと呪いを生み出そうというのか。
Many of Miyazaki's protagonists have a special relationship with flight, most commonly as an extension of one's free spirit or supernatural qualities. His love of flight and antique aircraft is expressed in some of his films.
こう空中浮いてますとね、こう道でこう立ち話をしているおばさんが見えたりするんですよね。それでジェット機と違ってこういう飛行機は風景が具体的に見えるから、だから地上のことは懐かしいんだけど同時にちょっと違う感じにもなるでしょ。こう微妙なところにいるんですよ。なんて言うんだろう。こう抽象的じゃないんですよね。具体的なんです。その屋根の下にどういう人がいるんだろうっていう感じが伝わってくるんですよね。
Whether it be through a deep understanding of aerodynamics or the harnessing of a magical power, it seems all too appropriate that flight be the characteristic of a romantic hero, as it is often the result of one being attuned with nature. But in his latest feature film, The Wind Rises, Miyazaki examines human flight as an allegory to human dreams.
Jiro, oi!
The main character of this film is Jiro Horikoshi, the lead designer of the Zero, one of the most nimble and deadly fighter aircraft of the Second World War. Through this largely fictional depiction of Jiro, Miyazaki expresses his own stance against war, lamenting how the innocent dream to fly can be corrupted and weaponized.
これは結構綺麗な方。はい、そうですね。最初からずっと読んでくると、皆さんどう思ってるかあれなんですけれど、かなり反戦色強いんですよ。いや、そうですよ。これがシーラが個性的な人間だと全然思ってないですね。それはもうその通りなんだけど、でも作るしかないんですよね。そうなんですよね。
Throughout this film, Jiro has a series of dreams where he converses with aviation pioneer Giovanni Caproni. Though they have never met, and Jiro makes no mention of Caproni in his books, Miyazaki takes the liberty to make Caproni a mentoring figure, foreshadowing the tragic exploitation of Jiro's dreams of flight. They both fantasize about the future of aviation, but make their careers designing combat aircraft.
空を飛びたいという人類の夢は呪われた夢でもある。飛行機は殺戮と破壊の道具になる宿命を背負っているのだ。
While The Wind Rises is more accurately described as a historical fiction and does not incorporate dystopic fantasy like the previously described films, Jiro's conflict as a romantic hero is characteristic of Miyazaki's work.
それではすぐ時代遅れになるよ。有害な抵抗を削り、最新の技術を大胆に取り入れる。スプリットフラップはもちろん、翼端スラットも。スッカラカンのフルメタルの世界中どこにもない飛行機が僕らの飛行機だ。ただちょっと重くなるんだ。機関銃を乗せなければなんとかなるんだけどね。
もう俺今の世の中に回す実力ないから。
For Miyazaki, romantic ideals are not just themes in his films, but also a philosophy of work in his filmmaking process. With an emphasis on intuition and authentic portrayal of character, Miyazaki directs each scene in service to a character's emotional state.
ちょっとね、振り向き方がね、大人になってる。こういや、だからもっと座敷を見ればわかりますけど、そんなキッと向かない。まだそこまで機敏じゃないんですよ、生まれたばかりだと。なんていうのかな、やっぱり基本的にやっぱどんくさいというか、世界初めてなので、こういうのもね、全部文化ですから。
Unlike what is often expected in filmmaking, where a production does not begin until a script is complete, Miyazaki is often resolving and changing the story as production is rolling. So, while his artists are working hard to realize his vision, it is not unexpected for them to be at a loss to what the film is about.
宮崎さんは脚本を書かない。代わりに絵コンテがその役割を果たすのだけれど、作画がスタートするのは絵コンテ完成の1年以上前。
こうやって分かんないって人がいっぱい出てくるんですよ。分かんないのを誇る人たちがいるからね。シナリオなんかないですよ、僕だって。もうね、本当に何かに沿ってやってんじゃないんですよね。どういう映画にこの映画はなるのかね、それは分からないんですよ。
Because of this intuitive approach, some of Miyazaki's stories have unusual pacing and structure, sometimes resulting in strange climaxes and abrupt endings. And his romantic approach even extends to the animation process itself, as Miyazaki has resisted incorporating a digital animation workflow, favoring more traditional pencil, ink, and paint. Even still, Miyazaki will venture out of his comfort zone in service to his work.
あ、動かせるんだね。なるほど。
ここの書くところのサイズがこれぐらいで大丈夫でしょうか。
消しゴム押したと思っていい。なんか動くな。おお。面白い。あれ。
今じゃあ宮崎さんが動かしてるって何になるんですか、そうすると。
何もしないってのはつまんないからじゃない。結局そういうことだと思うよ俺。それは別にね、認識スティックに言ってんじゃないんだよ。だから老監督と言われる人たちはみんなそうですよ。やっぱり映画作ったのが一番面白いんだよ。
Unlike romantic authors of the past such as Henry Thoreau, Natsumi Soseki, and others who wrote with anticipated caution against the rise of the industrial era, Miyazaki criticizes modern civilization in retrospect. Born in 1941, Miyazaki lived in a Japan that rose to the peak of modern imperial power, doomed to fail by overspending on its military endeavors for conquest, ultimately to be cut down with the most destructive weapons ever used in war. The films of Miyazaki carry the spirit of a post-war Japan while possessing an uncommon quality of being both uplifting and cautionary. In addition to being world-class films, these classics stand as careful explorations of the human condition, acknowledging the frailty of civilization, and remind us that while the world as we know it may come to pass, humanity may continue to persist, overcoming struggles through bravery, compassion, ingenuity, and dreams.